yesterday I got messed up on the time, and then I had the Facebook issue with my profile account not showing up, which it looks like I will have to make a new one. Never mind the many years I've had that one for my family to find me. Now I have to create another one. So, at least that's what it looks like. Although it's working on my phone, but not on the other one. So now I sent the message to my guest, and we'll see if he actually shows up, or if we have to reschedule due to my mishap on the time frame. He is in the UK, so it is a little bit different. And hello to the one watcher, wherever you are. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're not going to do much yet. We're just waiting for my guest to hopefully show up. If he sees his computer or his phone or whatever, and we can get this going on the road. Well, no, not on the road. We're sitting at home. We can get this started. Oh, you know what? I gotta close the blinds, so I forgot that part. And it's about getting that point. All right, I'll be right back. Blinds. Now I can see. All right, we are back. Now, let me see here. Hold on, let me get my glasses. And I can read. All right, here we go. There we go. All right, so now we're waiting on Olly to respond, hopefully on email, maybe. Okay. Okay, that's just his response. Okay. Talking about the time. All right, so now I sent him the reply on that. So let's see if he sends back anything. Waiting on. Okay. Come on back here. He has the link on Facebook Messenger. Hopefully he'll see it. I don't know why that didn't open up in the link. Maybe because he's not online. No, she isn't live now. No, I don't know why that says that. That is so stupid. I didn't select any of her stuff. I'm live now. Why did that say that she was live? I don't get that. Okay, we're waiting on Mark Olly. Mark Olly, if you hear this, or anyone else knows Mark Olly in the UK, tell him I'm here waiting. I'm late, but I'm here. Uh, had an issue, technical issue with Facebook, still having it. I gotta figure out how to fix it. And looks like I'll have to create a whole new account, profile account anyway. Really frustrating. Somebody decided they wanted to hack my account, I guess. Yeah. So nobody's going to show up here, so I guess we're going to be done for today. We're not going to go into anything today. I just was hoping that maybe we can get an answer and go for an hour to talk about his book that he has. He has a book that he's written and published through Philip Mantle Flying Disc Press Publishing. And if you are looking to get a publisher, I'd recommend you check him out. And there's a few other people you can check out. Gotta find them. Yeah. So, I don't know who that is that's watching. Who's that watching over there on Errt Radio? Doesn't give me a name. I don't know why it says that Maureen is now live because she's not here. I don't know why it's tagged that way. It should not be. I don't have her channel selected. I have only my channel selected. And only Errt Radio shows, and YouTube. They're all under my name. I don't have any of hers connected. So I don't know why that's showing up that way. How do I fix that? That's the question. How do I fix that? That's the other thing that's wrong. Hey, Charles, how you doing? Hey, you can be a guest if you want. I was late to the show, to my own show. I was supposed to be here 1 p.m. my time, 2 p.m. Eastern. And either I forgot the day or I forgot the time. I'm not sure which one happened there. And then I had the problem with my Facebook profile is messed up, and apparently it's missing in action. And I can get to it, I can find it, but I don't have really good access to it. So Andy suggested that I recreate another. You want to join? Okay, hold on. Actually, I can just put it here. There's only us here, right? Who's going to be here? Nobody's going to be here. Just us. There you go, Charles. You can click on that and join in the fun. And, hey, Venus, how you doing? Yeah, I was supposed to have a guest on at 2 p.m. Eastern, which now it's almost going on 3 p.m. Actually, 4 p.m. Eastern. So I missed about a whole hour, actually. We scheduled this a while back. And so a couple of weeks later, I completely forgot what day it was. I forgot what time it was for. I had the time frame screwed up because he's in the UK. So that's why we were going to do the afternoon show and try to get. Hey, there's Charles. What's going on? Oh, he's not there yet. I see a blank wall. He's somewhere.
I'm here. I'm
Oh,
here. Through. Just
uh-oh.
creating havoc.
I thought I was going on a spaceship flight or something. I wasn't sure. Remember when you were in school? Did you ever do that when you were in school and you were in a chair and they made you think you were in a rocket?
No, they
And
never did that to me.
yeah, well, we did that in my school, and actually we tried that at home, and we got our ass beat for doing it. I don't know why we got in trouble for doing that, but we were just doing what the school said was, great experience
Now I
to
gotta
try.
burn.
So the three of us kids decided we'd get in the rocking chair that was in the living room, and
Okay.
it didn't quite work out as well as we had hoped. And then I think my sister was the only one that didn't
It
get in
didn't
trouble
work.
on that one. Just me and my brother were the ones that got in trouble.
Okay.
So I guess because
Uh,
we were the great instigators of that
you
one.
said
But of course,
no, that didn't work.
my sister being the youngest, so
There
so
it is.
she didn't have any clue. I don't think she was even in school at the time, so it was all our fault. But yeah, so that was fun. Funny things how those kinds of memories kind of pop up from now and again. And
Indeed, it is.
yeah,
Sorry, I'm.
and Venus is in chat. Hello to Venus.
Good
All
evening, good
right.
afternoon, good morning, wherever
Yeah, so
you are in the
I was
world.
gonna have a guest on. Philip Mantle introduced me to a guest named Mark Olly. He's in the UK, and we scheduled a 2 p.m. Eastern time frame because of his time there, right? So he couldn't do a
Excuse me.
10 p.m. at night. It could be like 3 or 4 in the morning. So he couldn't do that one, but he said he could do 2 p.m. Eastern on Saturday, which is
Mhm.
today. And we did talk about the 18th, but for some reason, with my Facebook issue and trying to figure out how to fix that, and Andy told me what I need to do, and it's going to be a little bit of work, but it can be done. And basically, I just have to recreate another profile page, and I don't lose any. I still have my account. It's just a matter of creating my profile page. For some reason, it got hacked or axed or taken down or whatever. I don't know why. Facebook, who knows? Who knows about that? But I'm ready to say goodbye to Facebook. To be honest with you, uh,
Ah, don't
but
want to give up Facebook.
and the thing
My
is,
goodness,
I've had this original account,
is
for
that your account that has a Corvette picture on it?
yeah, I've had this
Okay.
original account for I don't know how long, for
Yeah.
quite a while.
Well, I finally got something in today that I'm looking forward to taking care of.
You doing what now?
Got something in the mail today that I'm
Ooh,
ready to install here
oh,
pretty
new
soon.
drive. Yeah, I got one of
Oh
those
yeah.
over here. I haven't put mine in yet. My
This
That would be
one this one
my second one.
is 2 terabytes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, 'cause mine's only
I'll
one
just do
terabyte.
I'll do
So,
a unboxing here.
but yeah, I just did the 1 terabyte because I just need the extra space. Like what Bill suggested, don't have anything but the operating system on the primary drive, which so I would have to switch that around when I get the second
Why
one
isn't that
installed.
more? They make
But
these things more and
that
more
way it runs a
difficult
lot easier. So I did go with
to.
his suggestion and get that particular drive though. So I just haven't
Hmm.
decided to put it in yet. I'm still working with this audio issue as well, so I haven't figured that out yet. So I'll get that eventually.
Okay.
Yeah, Venus, I made a mistake though. It might have been me with the
There we go.
wrong time figure, and I had the right day. I remember that it was the February 18th that we were supposed to meet, but I had the wrong time, and here it was at 2 p.m. Eastern. That was 1 o'clock my time, and I completely blew past 1 o'clock, and then I noticed it was 2 o'clock my time, and I'm thinking, wait a minute, You know, with the time zones, you know. Wait a minute. 2 p.m.
I
Eastern.
am
Well, well past that.
I am absolutely fascinated that
Wow.
holds 2 terabytes of memory.
Yeah. And what's on the other side of it?
Oh, just some little
Little tips.
print.
Oh, okay.
Probably the directions.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you can't read it. You have to get your zoom
No.
in with your phone.
Oh my God.
So
That's
now
just,
on your board, on your motherboard, like on mine, there's a little thing that you unlatch it, and I think the one that's in there now is probably screwed in with a holder.
one
And so
screw,
you undo
pop
that
it out.
holder, you undo the latch, and then it's just like the heat sink on the processor, on the old processor. You know, you have to unlatch it, and then you lift it up carefully. And this one here, kind of like the RAM, like the old RAM. Remember the old RAM? It used to sit on a laptop. You know, it
Yes,
pop up when you unlatch
very
it,
much like that.
and you pull it out. The same process.
That's just, and it's so much faster.
And if you can
it
make
operates so much faster.
yeah,
than
and
the
if you
hard
can,
drives.
if you need both hard drives, then make them both work. If you only need the 2 terabyte, then you got an extra one to work with. You know.
Yep.
So it's up to you on how you wanted to do that. I'd recommend keeping the extra space.
Oh my.
You know, I would say keep the extra space. Lady V, you want to come on the chat and do a card reading? I know we'd love to have a card reading for Venus, wouldn't we? We would love that, because everybody got card readings from me. Yeah, they'll make time for. I did send them an email, and I sent them. I found them on Facebook, and I sent them a message on Facebook as well. But again, with my Facebook profile,
what time would right now be in Britain?
He would be like
that would be
almost 8 o'clock.
Yeah. Okay.
So 6 hour difference, I think. Whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. Almost 9 o'clock
6?
maybe. Andy would know.
Hello, Andy. What time is it?
He is not here. Andy was helping me on my Facebook page. He got to some point to where he figured out that I would have to create a new page and just transfer all my contacts to that new page.
So
I don't know why that happened. I really don't. I didn't think I did anything worth having my profile banned or taken down. So I don't understand why.
Well, you hardly ever post on that one.
Exactly, but I guess it could have been a recent friend request that I accepted. That who knows who that is? Hey, that Max. What is Max talking about?
Yeah.
Is he complaining about that cloud out there? Is that cloud still over
here? Probably.
Yeah. Have you noticed anything in the air? I mean, as far as being able to breathe, any different?
Fortunately, I'm downwind.
Oh, good. It went the other way. Okay.
Or upwind. Shall we say upwind? It's
all
going
trying
the
to
other
figure
way.
out. I was trying to figure out where it was, because I know the trains go past you all the time. Obviously, we hear it on the we're on the live stream. We heard it a while ago, and so I was wondering how far away that was.
The actual crash site's about 25 miles away.
Yeah. And then, what is it about crazy Biden not wanting to send support to help clean up what's going on?
That is okay. The ordinary.
And I don't mean to get political. I'm just asking a question.
The ordinary chain of events for this kind of thing is the governor requests the feds to come in.
Oh, governor issue. Oh,
under FEMA, okay, which is
okay.
Why we pay those taxes, you know. So FEMA can come in when we have a hurricane or a tornado or a fucking nuclear.
So he's probably
down or But
he's thinking it'll clean up by itself pretty easily then.
Yeah. He's Mr.
Except for your drinking water.
Governor. What's his freaking name?
I don't know.
I just went blank. Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But
Anyway, he's got it under control. It's no problem. You know, he's going to take care of it. He's going to take care of us. He's going to make sure that the railroads take care of everything,
yeah,
including his fucking seat on the board of directors as soon as he gets voted out, which is tomorrow. Which tomorrow would be too late. No.
okay. Are you talking about the board of directors for Ohio?
No, I'm talking about the board of directors for the railroad company.
Oh, okay.
There's no money being on the board of directors for government.
Well, you know, it's funny.
Yeah.
It's
if he hasn't made enough money out of the last 4 or 5 crises.
Yeah.
You know, they had a crisis with the nuclear plants here.
Yeah.
That
and then you had to
the Speaker of the House of the Ohio legislature is under indictment for taking kickbacks, taking $60 million worth of kickbacks.
Oh wow!
So
that shouldn't be happening.
I'm sure he is going to be found entirely blameless.
Yeah.
He didn't know that money was in his accounts.
But there shouldn't be getting any money.
What was he to do?
Right. But you turn it down or you say, no, I can't do that. You know, that's against the law.
I mean, I'm sure it happened. I'm sure $60 million just drops into people's accounts every day.
Yeah. And who was the transportation leader for the federal side is
Mr. Buttigieg.
Buttigieg, the weirdo that I don't know. He doesn't know what he is exactly. I guess I don't know if it's a he or whatever. Anyway, that's one other topic.
Excuse me. I was earlier talking about Governor DeWine.
He has an alternative lifestyle. He does, right?
Well, good.
But anyway,
I hope he has a fine and happy.
But he has taken over the transportation department, is what I was getting at. And since then, you've had how many airport issues?
Really, apparently.
How many airport issues, and then with the technical issues and the system crashing down, and this is what's him in charge.
JD Vance made a nice statement the other day with Tucker Carlson.
Yeah,
he says this is all because of Biden's infrastructure.
Oh yeah, not doing
that $1.7 trillion infrastructure bill that Biden forced the country to pony up for obviously isn't doing its job.
Hasn't done anything. Yeah.
Yes, hasn't done anything.
Now here in Minnesota, we have something new.
Well, guess what?
Yeah.
These programs, they don't happen overnight.
Right.
It's not magic. There's no magic wand. You know, when you sign the damn bill, poof, everything's perfect.
You remember Biden's been in the Senate since 1972, correct?
Something like that.
So he's been at this game a long time to get things passed and sent through and everything like that. Now he's at the top. He can do it. And
he still can't do magic. You still have to put boots on
here in Minnesota.
You still have to put boots on the ground and get the bulldozers out.
Here in Minnesota, the Democrats passed the health and safety bill into law, which requires any employer with over 50 employees, they have to take a deduction out of your paycheck for somebody else to take time off to get paid for it. This is real. This is what got passed with Minnesota law. Okay, so if you work in Minnesota and you have to, I don't feel like coming in today, you get up to 48 days paid time off. And that's not necessarily from your paycheck, that's from the company. So that means that if you are working and your coworker takes off 2 weeks for whatever reason, you get to pay for it. They
Sounds
don't
like
have to
it.
pay for it. You get to pay for it. They get paid time off for that 2 weeks for whatever reason.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. Look it up. The health and safety bill that Governor Walz just signed into law, and the Democrats who run Minnesota just created that to happen, along with some other laws that they're passing, which I do not agree with. But I'm not a Democrat either, so that's a whole nother story.
Well,
But the point of the matter is, they have control of all these opportunities, and they're like high-fiving each other. Oh yeah, we got it done. Well, you guys would vote for your own stupid shit that you're gonna pass. You know, am I right? The same party would vote for the same stupid stuff. Okay, and so look it up. It's in the law today that was passed a couple of days ago. And they voted on it, and they made a big deal about it, like, oh boy, we did something. Yeah, it's just going to cost people more money, The smaller companies that don't have that many people, they still have to pay some kind of sidetrack thing that needs to cover it. I don't know what. But the bar was talking about it the other day when I went to go get my cheeseburger over there. And they said, oh, we don't like that bill that they're passing. And they got me like maybe 10 employees,
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Lorraine's here. Look at that. Lorraine jumped in here. Hey, Lorraine, what's going on? All right. So, yeah, so there's a few things. And then we got the marijuana bill that they're trying to pass. Now, the problem with that is that if they think that I have marijuana plants in my house, they can bust down my doors and check to see if I have marijuana plants in my house. They don't have to have a reason to break down my door. They just have to say, oh, you got plants, we're going to check. Okay? There ain't going to be any laws to stop them from just coming in to check to see if you have plants in your house. The rules about the marijuana guidelines is that you can only have 8 plants.
I'm going to an auction.
You can only have 8 plants in your house. You can only have up to, I think it was
8 plants?
8 marijuana plants.
How big?
I don't know.
I've seen pictures of marijuana plants like 20 feet high.
15 feet, yeah, 15, 20 feet.
You could have, if you had 8 of
I
those,
do remember when it was.
You'd probably be doing okay.
In California, it was illegal to be growing it in your house. I remember those days.
Mm-hmm.
I think one of my friends, not me, but one of my friends got in trouble for that when he got caught with it. But he had a terrarium, a fish aquarium made into a planter, and he had like 6 plants, and he was just growing his own weed right in his bedroom. No big deal. He needed it for some pain or whatever he said. He had his own excuse why he was doing that.
Existential pain.
Yeah.
We all have that.
All that law has been fixed and changed, and actually now they legalized it in California anyway now. So
they legalized it in Ohio.
And
maybe 5 years ago.
Okay, you can only have, I think it's 8 plants. You can only have 5 pounds of processed weed in your house. Okay.
I'm sorry.
And then in public,
that's a lot of doobies.
In public, you can only have 2 pounds of processed weed on your person, like in your pocket or whatever.
Okay. Well, that's like
so. But the thing is, okay, now what's going to stop them from wanting to investigate my home to see if I have the right amount of plants in my house? Am I supposed to be, if I need to register, if I grow these plants, do I have to sign some kind of thing to sign up for it, or what? What's the deal on that? How does that all work?
You'll have to register as a grower.
Okay.
And buy a special insurance plan in case you have crop failure. And then you'll have to have another insurance plan in case, for fire, theft, that kind of thing. Because I doubt your homeowner's insurance would cover that.
Okay.
So, It would be costly.
Oh,
Probably
Lorraine says in Canada.
Probably several $1,000s.
Yeah.
A
And look at Lorraine.
season.
Lorraine has given the answer on some of the stuff that Canada has. There you go.
There it is. I forgot.
That's interesting. Okay. Nothing needed unless you are a supplier. Okay. Thank you, Lorraine. Yeah. 90 grams per person at a given time. So if you have like 5 people in the house, that's 90 grams per person. 90 times 5 is what? 450, right? Or no, wait, 400. Is that right?
Do what? 90 grams?
90 times 5?
90 grams is 45, 40, 4/5 of an ounce.
Yeah, okay. All right.
No, I mean, that's 90 grams is.
Well, I mean, if you have that per person and you got 5 people in the house, it's like they bust down the door. They bust down the door and they said, "No, this is Charles. Here, Charles, not me. No, it be like the football game, and at the last play, they're tossing
Hot
the ball
potato.
back."
Do you remember playing hot potato?
Yeah, there you go. No, not mine. It's his, and then he throws it to the next guy. And the last guy gets busted with it because he don't have no one to pass it off to. Oh, damn. No, it's all kind of craziness with this single-sided leadership that we have here in Minnesota. They're kind of running away with it.
I'm coming to the conclusion that it doesn't matter which side. Either.
Well, it's better if you have
both sides are not looking out for our.
Right, exactly. They're both not looking out for us.
Yes,
you said that exactly right, and I appreciate that.
They're looking out. They're very, very diligently looking out for themselves,
for what they can get out of whatever their deals they're making. And so far, they're
apparently,
a lot richer than I've been.
They're doing okay.
Yeah, and nobody's getting in trouble for raising the money that they're doing, or for doing their little underhanded.
Don't bring up the raising money kind of thing.
Right.
I keep getting like every other YouTube commercial is wanting me to buy Trump gold certificates or Trump gold plaques. What the hell is that? Yeah. Go away, people. I believe me, I'm not gonna. I very much doubt that I'm going to buy any gold that was marketed by Donald Trump.
Right.
Just I would need a professional assay of that before to turn over any of my hard-earned e-cash.
Yeah. I mean, I'll definitely buy some real gold coins that I'll be looking at shortly. I'll be doing that, but that's what, in a collector standpoint, it'd be worth something. It'll not only be worth the value of the gold that is in it, but it'll be worth the value of the collectability of the coin itself. So I want to get both gold and silver coins, what I want to look at, which I'm going to be doing. But it'll be for a collection and for later use if I need it. Because it'll be valuable. It'll always be valuable. Gold and silver will always be valuable, no matter what. And even if it turns out that the dollar crashes and you don't measure gold value or silver value on the dollar scale, guess what? Still shiny and it's still valuable. So anytime you have any of it, it's worth something. Gold rings, anything. It's all worth something. So get ready to kind of get what you can out of that before they take that away again. So.
Okay.
We didn't love the trading cards, Lorraine. The Trump trading cards? No, we didn't.
I'm waiting for the one with the orange suit. and the handcuffs.
Yeah. Well, that needs to be done on a few people, actually. Not
Oh,
just,
oh, yes.
uh,
There's no. I'm sure there's no shortage.
yeah.
No shortage of
If they get
no
him, they're gonna
shortage of
have to
either.
get. If they get him, they're gonna have to get about at least a dozen or so more high level
Well,
leaders.
that's okay. I think turning Mar-a-Lago into a prison compound and
Oh,
letting them
there you
all move
go.
in,
Yeah,
letting
that'd be
them
nice.
all move in, you
Hey, it'd
know,
be nice and
and
sunny and warm.
pray for the next hurricane that comes through.
There you go. They hit it right on target.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
and then everybody gets taken away, and we wind up with a red hat in our yard somewhere.
It'd be another great escape movie to show how they managed to tunnel their way out into the ocean just as the hurricane hit and
Oh yeah.
off and away, gone with the wind.
Oh yeah. Well, I suppose I missed my opportunity with Mark Olly, so maybe next time
Well,
we'll try to get that next time.
what was Ollie's book about?
Mark Olly, it was about an experience with the UFO encounter, alien encounter.
Ah,
Philip Mantle had published a book, and he sent me to contact. And like I
hmm
said, we talked a couple of weeks ago, and I completely had the time messed up. I don't know. I had the right day. That
that
happens.
happens.
Yep, that happens. I mean, heck, I got a lot of time zones to worry about here. So I
There
mean,
it
just
is.
here alone, I got 6 in the United States to worry about. So if you don't count Hawaii, if you just count mainland the
Okay.
United States, you got count Amanda's time, that's 1. Then you got East Coast time, that's 2. Then you got Central time, that's 3. The Mountain time, that's 4, and then Pacific time, that's 5. And if you count Alaska, that would be 6, right?
Yeah. I
But
think I'm
Alaska
not
is,
sure what the hours are in Alaska. I would
yeah,
think that it would be another time zone at least.
yeah, but they're not necessarily mainland USA technically. In part of it, I don't think. But anyway, yeah, there's at least 5 anyway that we got for sure. Good, and then you're talking about figuring out what time it is in the UK, which is next day, almost. Or if you're talking about Australia, someplace they are the next day.
I
You
don't know.
know,
Maybe we should all just start using what is it, Greenwich Mean Time only.
yeah. Then I try to figure out the math on that over time. I don't.
The problem for us would be then I wouldn't know. Then I might know what time it is, but I wouldn't know what day it is.
Right. Yeah.
Uh,
Bobby says something with his radio show when he does the streaming on the radio thing.
mhm.
He talks about UDT or GMT
Yeah,
or UDT.
GMT, Greenwich Mean Time.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, there you go. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. Yeah, and I don't know half of what he's talking about. I could get a world clock and try to figure it out, but for the most part, I wouldn't know. It'd take me half the show just to figure out what time it is.
No, it's yeah.
Uh, so,
It's earlier. No, yeah. No,
all right, what do we
later.
got here?
Later.
So, anything else going on?
Not much here. Just keeping things together.
Yep.
I have something I was going to ask you about, and I can't remember what it was.
Yeah.
Anyway, once I get my new hard drive installed here, and I'll probably do it tomorrow. I'm not in the mood. Well, I'm waiting for one more piece.
All right. Well,
A
don't
little
push yourself.
adapter,
Yeah, just take your time.
a little adapter plug,
Oh, there you go.
so I can
Yeah.
finish the hookup on my what do they call it? The USB-C port on
Oh
the
yeah.
front.
And hopefully you'll be able to start streaming your audio to the Mixler side.
that's what this is all about.
And then
I can
that way we can
get back
get
on the
that
tube,
growing
but
for you.
I
And
am well. I have, I'm not complaining. I have been very happy with the performance of this computer.
oh
It's
yeah,
just I ran into some software issues,
but that
and
happens.
I said I'm done. I've worked on this. I've done everything I can think of doing, kind of like you and Facebook. And I said I'm just gonna. I wanted a bigger hard drive anyway.
No, you got one.
So, and I looked them up and I said, "Oh, is that all?"
They're not that expensive. I was
No,
surprised. I mean,
it's
I paid, I
It's
think,
absolutely
for my
impressive.
1 terabyte, I got like I think it was $99 or something like
Mhm.
that for 1 terabyte. Same brand you got or close to it. Same kind of box anyway. And it's
I
yeah. So I didn't really pay $99. That was a while back that I paid that.
yeah,
So probably 2 months ago.
I can't remember when the last time I was when I can't remember the first time I bought a hard drive,
Yeah.
and I think it was a 10 gigabit,
Oh yeah.
and it probably I'm thinking to remember it was like $400.
Yeah.
Well, let's see if 10 gig
Yeah.
10
See,
10 10
here's
gig.
one I got still in
Okay,
the box.
yeah.
Samsung brand. Samsung brand.
Oh
So,
yes, only the best.
but oh yeah. But it's
They're very reliable.
1 terabyte. It says 1 terabyte right there,
Hmm.
and it just pops into the holder. It goes right over. I guess on the top connector. There's two connectors, upper and lower, and
Hmm.
it pops out like what I'm talking about with the RAM. So
Hmm.
kind of same process, and then just clips right in, and bam, it's good to go.
Yep.
And I don't think I need to do anything. Maybe I might have to format it, but I don't have to add anything to it. Just be open space.
Well, I've only done one of those before, and
Yeah.
it didn't require anything. I just had to reload.
Oh, it just
Had to reload Windows.
and it read. Then it read that it was connected. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Good deal. That'd
So
be nice then when I get that going. I'm like you when I feel up to it.
yeah, like I don't want to I don't want to pull it out and unplug everything and tear everything
Yeah.
down
Yeah.
twice.
Yeah. Right.
It's not that the doing takes that long or takes that much effort. It's getting to everything to do it. I don't want to do that twice. I'll do it one
Yeah.
time. I'll wait till that little plug comes in, and I
Oh yeah.
can
There you go.
do both jobs at the same time.
Good deal. There you go. That sounds like a good plan. So it seems like you've been thinking about this for a while, so you got it all figured out.
Well, I've been thinking about this ever since I got the computer up and running. I mean, it's working, but it's not fully functional, shall we say, because of my own software issues.
So now,
And
Charles,
since I can't fix it,
right?
apparently,
Might as well just go and replace it
I'll
and
just
start over. Yeah.
yeah cut my losses and
And then
go
you
back
you
to
can create your new information you need to create for your account and everything like that, and bam, you can be good to go.
as needed.
And then, but anyway, so I was going to ask you about what do you think of well, not just Jesus, but I'm using Jesus because of the Bible's examples as to the miracles. Remember, I covered 5
Hmm.
miracles that he performed early on in his ministry, and he did 37 of them that are documented as miracles. Okay. What would you consider to be magic, and what do you consider to be holy miracles or technically spiritual gifts or not really magic? Like today, if we did some of the things like if we turned water into wine, ooh, that's a neat magic trick, right?
Hmm.
Okay, we would either be
So basically, let's see. What you're asking is should like Jesus be considered a magician?
right. Did he
Well, he was
did he
visited.
perform magic tricks?
He was visited by 3 magi at his
With the magicians,
shortly
right?
after his birth. So
That's a good.
apparently,
That's a good question.
there were some things that see. It's a matter of the word choosing of the
And I don't
words.
mean to take, anything away from who Jesus was in
No, no, no,
Scripture.
absolutely not.
But
Um,
what I don't like is when, say, like, we all have gifts. I believe we all have some kind of gifts, no matter
mhm.
how small they are. We all have some. If it's something that you perceive, like you say, "Oh, I knew that was going to happen," that's a gift right there. All right.
Yes.
It might be totally
Sometimes,
accidental. That's a
sometimes it's
gift.
a bitter gift. You say, oh,
Yeah.
should have
But
seen that.
now,
Should have listened to myself and seen that one coming.
if you have the ability of receiving a message and interpreting it and understanding it was for the future, or you're getting a message from someone and you need to share it with them, that's a gift. Okay,
Hmm.
that's not magic. That's a gift. I don't believe that's necessarily sinful to have those abilities. Now, if you turn around and you use the gifts on a negative realm, you try to use it to hurt somebody or something, then it could be negative or could be evil in that sense.
Hmm.
But if you're using, like, for instance, if I'm using dowsing rods to find gold in the river, I don't think that's evil. I'm using the earth's power and magnetic power to direct the dowsing rods to find the gold. That's all I'm doing. Okay? Now, if I'm
Notice,
using it to find spirits like I have done in the house, that could be
mhm.
questionable. That's divination, so to speak, as they call divination. Now, the one book talks about don't have any divination or sorcery named among you. I think that's in what, Revelation, maybe. Anyway, it talks about that. And now I don't know if that means the same thing that we're
Look, so
forming
much.
today.
My impression of so much of this is the church hierarchy doesn't want us messing with things that they choose.
Oh, that
They
they're in
believe
control.
they believe that they have the absolute license for.
Okay.
Don't pray to God, pray to me, and I'll talk to God for you.
Oh,
Don't
the
don't
Catholic
don't
Church
create
going into.
don't create your own vehicle. Don't create your own miracles. I'll take
Yeah.
care of that for you.
Hey, Marco. Marco made it. Oh, we're just hanging out, Marco. We're not having any kind of topic. We're just
But I,
yakking.
I think there are a lot of people that are saying, no, no, I'll take care of that myself. I'm not going to pay you, to in your golden palace cathedral to take care of that for me when I can do it quite well myself.
Right. Now,
Just as
Jesus
effectively.
corrected them, though. Remember when Jesus said, you go into your closet and you pray in private
Hmm.
and you ask for your answer and you ask for guidance or whatever it is. He did say that we need to test the spirits, if you remember. We need to test the spirits that are around us to know if they're from God or not. So that does mean that there are spirits around us of varying types. Okay,
Yes.
not just godly spirits, not just human spirits, but all kinds of spirits that are around us.
Hmm.
And so we need to test them, which means, are you from God? And then we'll get an answer, yes or no, and we'll know for sure whether they are from God or not. Hopefully, we'll get a straight answer. Okay. Now, some of the things that some of the people are researching are saying that they believe that they're human spirits, most of them that they're talking to. Okay, the people that are researching the voices and things like that they're doing. And now I'm not trying to say anything against anyone's research or what they're doing, but according to the Bible, though, when we die, we're gone. We're not coming back. We're not going to be hanging around planet Earth, and we're gone. We're not here anymore. I think that we maybe misinterpret that, and we might read that a wrong way. Some of us have had experiences that we cannot explain. Okay, dealing with the afterlife or dealing with the near-death experience, as you had explained in your situation,
Hmm.
and then some others have shared their experiences as well. And so I don't know if we understand what we read in the Bible completely, as far as when it says don't do this or don't do that, or this is how it goes. You go here and you go there, or you go to this place or you go to that place, or you're not coming back to Earth though. Okay, so I don't think we quite
Yeah.
understand that
Well,
completely.
see, I think a big problem with that is that was their experience
Yeah,
that they had, and that's what they're relating to. They're relating to their
that's what I
experience
was
as
going
they
to get
felt
to.
it
Yeah,
2,000 years ago, to 15, 2000, or
that's what I was going to get to.
3,000,
You hit it,
years ago.
hit
Okay,
it right on the nose there.
those
Yeah,
aren't, and and now, now I can speak to someone. I can speak to a dozen people that have had this same
and they
similar
had an
experience
experience. Yeah,
in the past 2 or 3 years.
yeah,
Okay, this is what's happening now. What happened then and their interpretation of what happened then might be the same kind of thing,
yeah.
but I can more closely examine something that I can talk to someone. I can
Oh,
talk to someone anywhere in the world, okay? And get a better, more detailed description than I can reading something that's been translated and edited and retranslated and edited and
right.
retranslated and edited. You know, it makes it a much more powerful and power giving experience.
Yeah, the original Bible, the
But
original
it doesn't
language.
it doesn't negate what they're telling me. It just it's looking at it in greater detail.
Marco is treasure hunting on the beach with his metal detector. He found an old penny. He said it's worth about a penny. To tell you the truth, if it's copper, it's worth about a penny. Uh, then
Those
so
are
yeah, what
becoming
I was
those are
gonna
becoming so rare. I hardly ever find any anymore.
right. What I was gonna touch on a little bit was the fact that when Paul wrote some of his books, of course, he says, and to the church at Rome.
Hmm.
Okay, to the church at Rome at that time that he wrote the book. That is.
Hmm. Yes,
To the church at Corinth in the first and second books,
sure.
to the church at Thessalonica, Thessalonians, uh, to Timothy, my brother, directly to the
Hmm.
person, So it's interesting that the four Gospels were written for the general people, of that area and that time. But
Hmm.
the books that Paul had written, 13 of them about, I guess, he said to that specific people, that church, don't do it this way. You got to do it this way. You know,
Hmm.
you know what I mean. You've seen some of the, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And so, in today's world, though, would some of those things I know some of it would, but would all of it apply in today's world? Okay, so like for instance, well, let's on the seventh day we rest and we go to it's supposed to be Sabbath day for the church. Well, now the problem is we don't know when the first day was. When you can iron out
Well,
the exact time frame and
I
tell me
don't.
when the first day was, and then you calculate it all the way out and you go, oh, the seventh day was here, the Sabbath day was this one.
Mhm.
And then you do that, and then perhaps I can believe what you're talking about. But the odds are you're not going to be able to calculate that
Mhm.
anywhere, because the
Yes.
first day could have been Wednesday for all we
Okay. I mean, you've got which denomination is the Seventh Day Adventists that think Saturday should be the holy day?
Sabbath day, yeah,
Yeah.
seventh day, yeah,
So, look, I don't care. Just take a day off, dude.
yeah,
Kick
exactly.
back. Kick.
Well,
Take one
that's
and
what I'm saying. And
take.
I've
I
always
don't
said,
care if you. I don't care if you take Wednesday off like all the doctors do.
Yeah, and I've always said, it doesn't matter what day you celebrate as a Sabbath, as long as you take one day and you
Hmm.
take a day of rest. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter which one it is, as long as you honor that day, whatever that is. If you want to go to church on Sunday, if you want to go to church on
Mhm.
Tuesday, it's your choice. As
Yeah.
long as you're going to church, perhaps, in that sense, or as long as you're doing some kind of, studying of the word that's supposed to be, saving us, giving us good
It's
guidance and
true.
everything like that. Yeah, again, I didn't mean to get religious either on it, but anyway,
Oh,
just
politics and religion
hey,
on
we
Saturday. Oh
got
my
it done
goodness.
early. We got it done early. Now we got the whole rest of the hour to talk. We got 2 minutes to talk about
Okay.
absolutely nothing.
Hmm. Yeah. Well,
Oh boy.
that's the way it goes sometimes.
No, that's good.
We
I did all right last night. I talked 2 hours and rambled on about absolutely nothing. I did pretty good. So yeah,
mm. So I'm so
I
glad you got your car all up and running too.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's been running great since it got warmer. Of course, now it's warmer today.
Hmm.
And I haven't had any trouble with having to jump it since I had it started that first time. It was just those probably the 3 weeks we had to minus 30 degrees.
Yes.
And the wind chill factor was like around minus 60, I think. But let's
Well,
just say if you walked outside without a jacket on, you'd be a popsicle in about 2 seconds.
oh, I've experienced uh, double digits below zero.
And
Yeah,
that's
and
why I
it's
didn't go anywhere for a couple
yes.
days because I couldn't get the car started and I wasn't going to walk anywhere.
Mhm. Oh,
That's
that's
why I
for
just
sure.
had to wait. Just
That's
had to
for sure.
wait. I actually
Back
did.
in back in the day,
Yeah.
I do remember one season that I skied in 23 below zero. It
Yep.
was uh, it was an experience I'm very glad never to repeat.
Well, here in Minnesota, we have that every year. So if you
Hmm.
ever want to experience it, you're more than welcome to
Okay,
come for a
thank you.
visit. I would recommend you don't really fly because most of the time our airplanes don't work in this kind of weather. So,
Well, you just got to leave a little extra room on the runway. You know,
yeah, there you go.
you got
But,
the
yeah,
the
so,
brake the brakes probably don't work quite as well.
right. No, I'm just glad that we're getting towards it's almost March. Now we're halfway through February, just a little bit halfway, a little bit past halfway.
Oh yeah.
March, and then we got summer coming next. So I don't think we'll have much of a spring. It'll just go right into hot. So I hope that we don't have any more snow coming. But of course, we always talk about a chance of snow. You know,
Well, I was hoping not to have any more snow, but it's snowing today, so
yeah. And then we had
just
last
a
year
little.
we had snow on May 15th. I think it was like we had like about 18 inches or so. And of course, it didn't last long, but still, it was just enough to make a mess. You know. And then, all right. So Lorraine had to leave, so thank you for stopping in. Marco, you just have to retune
So
your.
when's your next up and coming broadcast? Do you have anything coming up?
Next one that will be on this channel is gonna be Maureen on
Okay.
Tuesday with David,
Okay.
with her friend David, producer
I've,
friend.
I've really been I've really been enjoying their shows.
She apparently they got a movie coming out real soon. He actually
Uh,
posted a flyer on it. I have her guest. Her great guest Crystal was her guest last week. One of the other actresses that are in the movie,
mhm.
and so I got her all connected with all the pages and everything like that. So that's all cool, and we'll have her on as a guest at some point. I don't know how she'd be so damn smart, but she's only like in her mid 20s or something like that. she, she's she seems like a lot smarter than 20 years old or whatever, you know. So I don't know. Maybe they taught them differently, or maybe she was homeschooled. She didn't go to public school. I don't know. she seemed pretty smart in what she was talking about when she's on the show. So, but I don't think we watched last week's show on Tuesday. But yeah. So then it kind of comes on the same time that Joey's on, so I kind of got to multitask on that one. But, oh well, that's okay. We can do that.
Yeah, that's another one.
Yeah, I
do
try
not
to.
miss. Do not miss.
Yeah, I do try to catch the first part of that, and then I have to watch Marine on the multitasking, but that's on my channel, so I have to watch that one. So, and then of course Marine's on Thursday night as well. Oh no, Joey was on. No, yeah, Joey's Thursday night. That's right. That's when she comes on in the middle of the show. Okay, kind of overlaps that. That's all right. We work it out. No big deal.
Well,
Craig is on.
You can always catch Joey's rebroadcast because that's
yeah, but I like
Wednesday,
to be on the live
following
show.
Wednesday. Oh yeah, it's much more better to be.
I like to be on live show, and then I can ask questions. Especially on Craig's show too. And he shows my station all the time because I sponsor them. And Craig, Ansel, and Chris, and Brian Bowden, they do a 3 Bears podcast, and I guess the one guy went to work for the fire department and hasn't been back since. So something like that. The one guy, Austin, it was his name, I think. So he's around. I guess he's busy working. So, but that's the way that goes. Life is like that. So
this is true.
Busy. All right.
That would be my dogs. That
would be Max, my buddy Max.
Come here, Max. Come here. Jump up here. Come here. Come on.
Hey, Max. Hey, Max.
That's my buddy. That's my buddy Max. That's Ron's buddy.
Yeah. Yeah, he liked me when I was there. He was really good to me.
Oh yeah, he loves you.
Yeah. He acted like I was his best friend. I don't know if he thought I had a treat for him or what, but anyway.
He likes him. He's a good guy. He likes everybody. He barks at squirrels. He barks at cars going down. He barks at other dogs. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He barks when somebody leaves the package. He's better than a doorbell.
Oh yeah. He's a good boy.
You're a good boy. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Back to work. Get back on duty.
Yep. Go back on watch. Yep. Break time over. Oh boy. Yeah. I don't know if I want an animal. I don't know. I don't like to have to worry about having to take care of them when I go anywhere. So that's the only thing. When you live alone, you got that problem,
Yeah. That's true.
So any big thing for President's Day coming up tomorrow? Monday is President's Day, and
I hadn't thought.
Man, you got to get your barbecue ready and get going.
Yeah, Marco, I don't have a hazmat suit. I'm not going. I have a friend though that has a hovercraft.
Oh, okay.
A remote controlled. What do they call them?
Lawnmower?
No, the yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
And he was actually on site right after the wreck.
Oh, okay.
He took some pictures that actually, I believe.
Oh, he had a drone, man. He had a drone.
A drone, yes, that's what I was trying to think. Yeah. And he took some pictures and got him on CNN. So I was impressed.
Yeah. And he didn't get in trouble for flying over the wreckage? That's strange.
Oh, well, he didn't fly over the wreckage. He respected their boundaries.
Okay.
But got the pictures. Yeah. And believe me, with the size of the problem that was going on there, he didn't have to get real close.
Right.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, that's just sad that happened like that. And then some other things happened as well. And you had the Turkey earthquake, and then
Sure.
which they're still cleaning up with that.
I
And then you
heard.
had
I
some kind
thought.
of plant.
I heard on the radio yesterday
Yeah,
that they had just managed to extract a 71-year-old woman from under the wreckage.
yeah,
That's that's very. Uh, it's been a long time.
yeah. And she
You know.
survived.
Yes.
Wow.
So.
And they had rescued a child, I believe. Can't
Uh huh.
remember how old. I can't remember how old they were, but still, you think about that. It could have been crushed, dead.
Well, at this point, the problem would be more. I mean, beyond the injury,
Yeah.
beyond injuries, untreated would be thirst.
Oh yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, so
And then they had a plant, some kind of plant exploded in Florida, a plastics plant of some sort. It was plastic or something.
oh my,
And that whole thing exploded in Florida. So I
there's
can't remember what it was called now.
there's enough tragedies going on for
Yeah.
every
So people are trying to
and
piece it all together. They're like, what are they trying to pull on us now? They're having all this stuff happen, things happening, conspiracy theories are trying to say things,
yeah.
and
Well,
you can't talk about it really.
sometimes things just happen.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, and
sometimes
it just looks kind of funny, but we can't really discuss it in that term because then we get in trouble. So, but no, that's bad about any kind of an accident. There was another. I thought there was besides the balloons. Of course, I don't know if we can talk about those either. So many things we have to be careful of here. Uh, but Andy came up with a really
I
good
saw some
suggestion.
I saw something today. And I should have actually noted it down. I don't think I still got it up.
Huh.
But there was, yes, it is. I do have it up. There were like over 300 railroad crashes.
Oh wow!
And let me get. This is a large article, and I did not mark that particular. But see if I can.
All right, Marco, have fun.
Quick.
So when I took that picture of that one object that I shared with you before,
yes, yeah, hey, Ron, you know that UFO that you saw that Andy found in your tape?
Yeah.
Do you think that might have been one of those balloons?
That's what Andy was saying. He said that could have been one of those balloons that nobody reported, early on. And that's one of the ones that I actually saw before. So it wasn't a UFO. It was
it really had the proper characteristics.
And
that's about what it would look like.
With the size and the distance away from where I was looking at it.
Yes.
And if you looked up where I'm talking about from my town to where, say, Blaine, Minnesota is, you're looking at a 7-hour drive if you're driving. Distance-wise, I don't know, probably.
And we're 12, 15 miles up.
Yeah, and then distance-wise on land, you're looking at maybe about 600 miles, somewhere in there. Just guessing. So, pretty good sized balloon. That'd be a pretty good sized balloon, though. In any case, even if it was that, But hey, I saw it. That's pretty cool. So that means
I found my note on the trains.
All right.
There were 341 trains, including 24 freight trains, that derailed in 2019.
And nothing was said.
Yeah.
Oh, we had a helicopter crash too. Somewhere there was a helicopter crash recently. That was
So,
just can't remember what that was now.
okay, well, I guess I'm got to get back to my
Yeah,
laundry,
we're about done
and I
anyway.
will
Thanks
let
for
you. Hey,
thanks for hopping. Thank you for hopping on anyway.
we ministered to the faithful who
Oh yeah,
came,
there you go.
who dropped in just because you know we weren't able to deliver as promised. Mark Ollie didn't make it, and he'll be back at another occasion. But
Well, we'll reach
hey,
out to him.
we're just catching up on current events.
Yeah, that's right. We'll reach out to him and we'll get him rescheduled, and we'll remember it this next time. You only get better as you try a second time.
That's true.
So,
So
but we'll
take
do.
care,
It's still
folks.
totally
And
my fault, though.
uh, thanks, Ron, having me
Yep,
on.
you're welcome. You have a great rest of your
Keep
day
me
and
current.
have fun on getting that computer running. Let me know when you get it done.
That'll be my project for tomorrow. Well, hopefully tomorrow. I hope I get that
All right.
other piece today.
Yeah, good deal. All right.
Okay. Bye bye.
Bye bye. All right. Well, everybody, I think that's about it. Then we're all checking out. So I think I'll do the same. Thank you for checking in, Charles and Marco and Lorraine and Venus and whoever else was watching on the side lines who didn't say anything. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see everybody on the next one. Bye bye.